Hi peeps, it's Tersse back on our squat box again, and I've been wondering over how the American Senate works, how the American House works, and John Boehner is the Speaker, and I've been getting told and hearing on news, news clip after news clip, and C-SPAN and all that, that this whole kerfuffle in America, the seat, a Queen CR not being brought to a vote in the Senate is all John Boehner's fault. He could do it at any time. So I googled, what is the job of the Speaker of the US Senate, of the House of Representatives, right? And apparently, if I just quickly bring this up, tells me here the Speaker of the United States House of Representatives is the leader of the United States House of Representatives in the government of the United States. He or she is elected by the current members of the House, and the person with the most votes becomes Speaker. Right. The Speaker is always a member of the majority party. That's normal, the party with the most members. And here it is. The job of the Speaker is to keep the House in order and to assign committee memberships and chairmanships. It is a powerful position in government. Apparently that's his job. His job is to keep order and to assign committee memberships and chairmanships. So apparently what I keep being told about John Boehner, who is the Speaker, it's his job to table or floor bills. But that's not his job, according to this Wikipedia entry. His job isn't to table or floor bills. But apparently, quite recently I believe, an amendment was made to the rules of the House where no bill can be brought to the floor unless the Speaker or his representative brings it to the floor. Now, I might be wrong, but I think that's a recent change, and maybe this Wikipedia page hasn't been updated recently. I'm wondering who made that change, and whether that change might have something to do with the intransigence of the House at the moment to bring a Queen CR to the floor. Because apparently it can only be brought to the floor by Boehner or his representative, his appointed representative, which I'm sure he gives clear instructions as to what they can do in his absence. So if his job is to keep order and assign committee membership and chairmanships, why can't any representative in the House bring a bill to the floor? I've seen many of them try to do it over the last week, and they keep coming to these House rules. It's not germane, blah blah blah, it's against the House rules. So there's something that's changed in the House rules, which is obviously not on this page, which gives the Speaker of the House a new function. Part of his job is to either table or floor amendments or bills. Why did that happen? Why was it allowed to happen? I mean, just like it says in, I don't know if it's Constitution or it's the House rules, but representatives are not allowed to vote on their own pay issues. Why are they allowed to vote to change the rules when we all know that majorities and minorities change, and if you're allowed to change rules just because you're the majority, people being people, they will change the rules in their favour. Is it constitutional for that change to have been made? Especially in the light of what it's actually produced in American in the American political system at the moment. And is there no way to force, a speaker to bring a bill to the fore? I would imagine there should be. I did hear tell of a petition type thing, but I've not heard anything more of that over the weekend. Apparently it only needs a couple of dozen Republicans to sign on that petition, and then they can force Bennett to bring that continuing resolution to the fore as a Queen bill. If that's the only way to do it, but still, I don't know. What is Boehner's job? And can it be allowed that the leader of one-third of your government can be so partisan that he won't even give the American people a democratic vote on the House floor? I think that's unconstitutional, considering that America is a democratic nation and votes are what democracy is all about. Blocking a vote, I think, is very, very undemocratic. Straight one of those veries. I hate when people say very, very when very is good enough. I think it's very undemocratic. And I would think it should be declared as unconstitutional as well. But that's just me. And I'm not an American. I'm not a political scholar. I'm not even a lawyer. But just as a normal citizen, I would hate to see that kind of thing happen in my country. And don't get me wrong, it does occasionally happen in my country when the will of the people is overrode by the politicians. But constitutionally, that is the way that my political system is set up in Britain. So I have to concede that. But I believe in America it's supposed to be a government for the people, by the people. So why is a tiny majority, a tiny minority in the House holding the whole of America to ransom? I believe it's something like 19% of the House, 2% of the voting electorate in America, holding 98% of the electorate in America to ransom, and perhaps plunging the world into a further economical fucking downturn. Why is this allowed? What is John Boehner's job, and shouldn't he be doing it? Shouldn't he bring a vote to the House and see if it falls? Isn't that the democratic way? Isn't that what democracy is? We vote, you lose the vote, we move on. But stopping a vote because you're scared of what the vote might be, that's undemocratic.